Now, dear students, till now we have understood about the regulator tool of our PCB design software KiCad, in which in this tool we actually write the value of the output voltage, and then we can get against that voltage the value of a resistor R1 and R2. Theoretically, we can get any value of the R1 and R2, but in the practical way, like if you are going to get this value from the market, these value may not be available in the market. So there is a standard that is followed to to design the resistor. So for that we are going to study today about the resistor calculator tool. In this resistor calculator tool, what we will do, we will write the resistance that is required, and after that we can specify which standard we have to follow. Actually, this E-series resistor is actually the standard on which the resistors are manufactured. So theoretically every value is possible, you can write any value. That practically when you are going to get the resistors from the market, then that resistance may not be available. So you have to keep in mind the E-series system for getting the resistor from the market. So let's say over here, let me just give a brief of this resistor calculator interface. Over here, these are the input parameters like the required resistance, let the exclude value and exclude value 2. The resistance required you will write over here, and the values which you don't want to be excluded, want to exclude from the solution, you will write over here. You can write at least 2 values. When you will write any value over here and click on the calculate, you will get 3 types of solution, like the simple solution that will specify only a single value of the resistance. Then 3R solutions means that the required value can be made from the solution from the 3 resistors that may have 2 resistors in parallel and the third in series, or all 3 resistors in series. Whatever the combination is possible to get the required value. In 4R solution, we have the 4 number of resistance to reach the required value of the resistance. At the end over here is the approximation. This will give us the actually the error between the required value and the provided solution. So the limitations of the tools are: this calculator find combination of standard E-series between 10 ohm and 1 mega ohm. So you can add over here the value from 10 ohm to 1 mega ohm to get the solutions over here. And you can enter the required resistance from 0.0025 to 4000 kilo ohm. If you want to get a combination of resistance, then the limitations for this tool are: the minimum you can enter this value, the maximum you can enter this value. So over here, as I said, that there are solutions using 4 components, or the 4 resistance, up to 4 resistance is available over here. Next, it says the requested value is always excluded from the solution set. So over here, the requested value, exclude value 1, exclude value 2, as well the value over here which we specify will be excluded from the solutions. Like whatever value I write over here will not be provided in the solutions. Next, optionally you can up to 2 additional values can be excluded in case of component availability problem. So you can exclude at least 2 values from the solution. Like let's say if you have a market where you want to purchase the resistance, you know that there are certain values that are not available in that market, but in the E-series that are available. But then what you will do, you will specify your resistance over here, the required resistance, and then those value of resistance that are not available in the market, at least 2 values you can add. And when this calculator, when you click calculate, these values, the exclude value 1, exclude value 2 and the required resistance will not be present in the provided solution. So over here it says solutions are given in following format, like that the resistance can be have in series, the resistance can be added in parallel, and any combination can be present. So let's say for understanding the this tool, let's add some value over here and check that what result we will get. So let's say I want to get a resistance. When I was doing circuit analysis, I required a resistance of 1.25, let's say 1.25 kilo ohm, and let's click on the calculate. When I clicked on the calculate, then the simplest solution it gave is that you can add 1.5 kilo ohm resistance in parallel with 6.8 kilo ohm. So over here, first of all, let me tell you about the notation. It says 1K5, which means that it is 1.5 kilo ohm. Similarly, it says 6K8, it means 6.8 kilo ohm. So at the place of the decimal place, they write the letter K to specify that the value is in which scale level. So 6.6K8 means 6.8. So when I write the required resistance 1.25 kilo ohm, then it gave me three solutions. The first one, the simplest one, was that 1K5 in parallel with 6.8 kilo ohm resistance, then they will give 1.25 kilo ohm. But when it says in the approximation, so it says that when you will use these two resistance, in the simple solution, these two resistance, the resistance that you will get after the combination of these two resistance will have the 1.69% less value than the required resistance. Similarly, the 3R solution is that you can use three resistance, in which it says you can use 150 ohm plus 1 kilo plus 100 ohm resistance. R means you can use it's just for ohm value. So over here it says 150 R, it means 150 ohm. 1K means 1 kilo ohm. Similarly, 100 R means 100 ohm. So when you will use this combination of the resistance, then you will get the value that is exactly nearest to the required resistance 1.25 kilo ohm. Now let's say you can also change the, let's say if I want to select the E1 series and again calculate, now you see that the combination has changed, and you can also see the approximation. There is a very difference when I have selected initially the E6 series. If I click on E3, then you can see that in E3 series we will have these combination of resistance. In E6 we will have this combination of resistance. Then in E12, let's calculate this, and you can see that these combination of resistance will be available. So when I go to E24, then you can see only simple solution is available, that is a greater approximation to the required values.